Hi, Joe.
What's up, David? So, thanks for doing this interview. This is David Day from the Weekly Dig, and David knows the process because he worked on helping set it up. So we're gonna walk through it and answer some questions. So, David, what's your political orientation?
It's quite liberal. I'd say it's bordering on anarchist.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a religious affiliation?
Yeah, sure, agnostic, with a watchmaker, I suppose.
Spiritual?
Yeah, I wouldn't call him big dude with a big beard, but something with it.
How old are you?
34.
34.
Yeah.
And so your job title is Arts and Entertainment Editor of the Dig?
Yeah.
But I'd like you to talk about like what you think your role in the community is.
With the Dig, we're massively reliant on the local economy and local businesses. As an independent all weekly, this is our, number one biggest product, but we really rely on the ads that we take from local businesses to make our people go, and for me to pay, and for me to eat. So it's very important to me that local businesses thrive. And certainly we have national accounts and we have national ads, but the bread and butter, by and large, if you look at our book, is far away an emphasis on local businesses. So, we're a magazine, and we're using, the original definition of magazine is like storehouse, it's a place for information, and we consider our advertisers a part of that information, whether it's their listings or a local club or, new beer on tap at the local, brew club. We consider our ads to be as important as our editorial. And I don't make any bones about the fact that if you don't advertise with the Dig, I'm gonna have a problem covering the shows in your book. I mean, it's just that simple.
Sure.
I mean, if it comes down to an advertiser show and a non-advertiser show, I'm 99% of the time I cover the advertiser show because we're all together. Right. Certainly when I get done.
Now, in addition to your work at the Dig, you also, our mutual friend Harmony said that if it weren't for you, she'd still have to travel to go dance. So, you're someone who's built a community around electronic music. Actually, you just came out with a documentary called Speaking in Code, which I'll be talking to people on the road about, that talks about the community and the lifestyle of someone who's lost in music. Can you talk about your role in that community in Boston?
Sure. I mean, I've always enjoyed going out to a dance night simply because you're allowed to speak with other people, you're allowed to share an experience, you're allowed to, as opposed to a rock show where you're being told a story by generally a dude or generally about his girlfriend, instead we can go be together on a dance floor. And it has created a community, for sure. Like, there's no doubt about it. Now that the community has become talent of an international scale overall, and we're very happy and proud that those people can excel. Without dancing, you end up, staring at a stage for 2 hours. And there's a lot more that we can do if we can dance together. DJ Bruno was a, semi-god here in Boston as a place that we can dance together and live together. And, I call that for the team.
Okay.
Sums it all up.
So, David, talk about what your relationship is personally with your local independent community.
Well, it's symbiotic. As I said, at every turn try to support local businesses, and I hope that they, that's reciprocated. I like local products better than general anyway. The decision is easy when it comes to, supporting local businesses. Generally, that's the best stuff anyway. Why would I buy the crappy thing? Right. Not the good thing.
Right.
And, the film and the film community and, local cinema theater in Boston, and that's fed into all of our life, incomes and all, great.
So this is a fun one that we designed together. So if your local indie community was an animal, what animal would it be and why?
Well, I would say platypus, but I would maybe giraffe, because, it's elegant, it's very large, but it's also a bit awkward at times. It can reach, tall branches, but it, and it's beautiful, it's a beautiful creature, and we want to keep it going and start a herd of giraffes, right? So, President Trump a duck would be good. Duck are my favorite. Okay. So they can swim, they can fly, and they can walk. No other animal do that. maybe a duck. But, all right, so accepting present company today, what local independent business would you miss the most if it were, you and your community would miss the most if it was done? Well, I live in Jamaica Plain, which is sort of its own little island in Boston. It's very, it's very self-reliant. And we just the other month we had a business that was kicked out for the French supplemental land. And it brought, gay, lesbian community, black, white, mambo, salsa, they supported in every facet. They would have their hands in the community. And then it was told they had moved, there was this great, tremendous outcry, it was a terrible, terrible thing. They moved, they went to a better location, it's close to my house. It's beautiful, people just immediately came back. So, I say to most of you guys from my community, they had dance nights, we can go there and feel comfortable and safe. That was tremendous. So, you work in media, you work in music. I call you an entrepreneur and organizer. So, most of the people that we're talking to are organizing things, usually around community. So what one piece of advice from your organizing in your life, whatever that means, can you share with the other people in organizations who see this? Well, I suppose if they're organizing, it's something that you learn, but you just can't stop working. I mean, it's just has to be a constant thing. Whether it's a mobile phone, a text message, or this, that, the other thing, it's always, you really can't even go like 30 minutes without doing something. Unfortunately. But fortunately, we're able to make this, our lives, we love our lives, so you really can't blame yourself if you're working 8 hours a week because it's something that you love. And, it takes a long time for things to take stuff. So if you've been working a year, 2 years, 3 years constantly, you just got to keep going. Momentum slow.
Yeah, I'm in year 6 with some of the local firsts, and you started speaking in code when?
Yeah, like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Still not.
Right. Coming.
I know.
All right, last one, brother. If you had a message to deliver to all the organizations and people who might see this, what would that message be?
Well, it's something that I learned in promoting electronic music, and we just had a great festival in Boulder, Colorado. We brought all the organizers from around the country together for the festival organizers, and my message then is the message I say to people out there is we just can't hate on anything. I said once that I didn't like a certain kind of music, and a year later, it's still like a group of friends, small group of friends. A year later, in my job, they're like, oh, you won't cover that because you don't like it. And even just that tiny bit of, this came just bad seeds, weeds that would grow and grow, and without, if you take hate out of the situation, it's just, it's like a garden, if you take a weed out of the garden, it's just going to look more beautiful. So, as hard as it is, And as easy as it is to like hate on a local business or local business or what they're doing, their car, if you do it even in the most private circumstances, you know, it's something that just can't be tolerated.
So, that's it for questions then. I want to thank you for all your support through this, and,
No problem.
and it's going to be a